Welcome to the Explainer. When you want to introduce yourself or just talk to someone in English, it really all boils down to two super simple phrases, I am and you are. We're going to break them down so you can use them with total confidence starting right now.
So think about it. How do you actually talk about yourself in English? Whether you're saying your name, your job, or just how you're feeling, there's one little key that unlocks all of it.
And that key is the verb to be. It might sound kind of small, kind of basic, but honestly, it is the absolute foundation for so many of our day-to-day conversations.
All right, first up, the most important verb. Let's really dig into why this one little verb is basically the backbone of how we talk.
Just think about all the work this one verb does for us. We use it to talk about who we are, right? Like, I am a student. We use it for our location. I am at home. For our feelings, I am happy. And even for our jobs, I am a teacher. It's like the Swiss Army knife of verbs.
Okay, section 2. It's all about I am. Let's get laser focused on how to talk about yourself. And really, it just comes down to these two simple words.
And here it is, the golden rule. Whenever you use the pronoun I, you always, and I mean always, pair it with the verb am. I am. Simple as that. They're a team, they never split up. Now, to make this even easier, we're going to break it down into three super simple forms. You've got the positive, which is for stating facts, the negative, for saying something isn't true, and the question form. The best part, once you get this pattern down, you can use it absolutely everywhere.
First up, let's talk about the positive form. This is your basic building block. It's how you state a simple fact about yourself.
For instance, I am a student, or I am happy, or maybe I am from Spain. You see that pattern? It's always I plus am, and then you just add the rest of your thought.
But what if you want to say the opposite? Well, it's actually incredibly simple. All you have to do is add one tiny little word, not.
So using our other examples, you could say, I am not a doctor, or I am not sad. See? The word not just slides in right there after am. It really is that easy.
Okay, now for asking questions. This is where things get kind of fun. We just flip the words around. You don't need to add anything new at all. You just change the order of those first two words.
So a statement like, I am late, becomes the question, am I late? And I am correct turns into, am I correct? You're just swapping the position of I and am to signal that you're asking something.
So let's move on to section 3, all about you are. And here's the great news. If you understood I am, you've pretty much already done all the hard work because the pattern is exactly the same.
So here's our second golden rule for today. When you're talking about someone else, when you use the pronoun you always pair it with the verb are. So it's always you are.
And hey, does this look familiar? We're using the exact same three forms again, positive, negative, and question. This predictable pattern is exactly what makes learning this stuff so much easier. So for the positive form, you could say something directly to someone, like you are a good friend, or you are a good student. Or maybe, you are at the store. See? Straightforward and super clear.
And what about the negative? Yep, you probably guessed it. You just add not right after are. It's the same exact rule. You are not a teacher, or you are not tired. The system is totally consistent.
And finally, to ask a question, we do that same little flip-flop. You are from France becomes, are you from France? And you are happy becomes, are you happy? It's the same simple swap we saw before.
Okay, next up, your quick reference guide. Let's put everything we've just talked about together into a really handy chart.
Here's everything we've learned, all laid out in one simple place. And there it is. This chart shows you the entire lesson in one simple grid. You've got your subject, I or you, and right next to it, the positive, negative, and question forms for each one. Seriously, this is your go-to guide. Screenshot it, write it down, whatever you need to do, and just use it whenever you need that quick reminder.
All right, final section. Now it's your turn. We've covered all the rules and the theory, but now it's time to actually put it into practice.
If you only remember two things from this entire explainer, let it be this. I am, you are. That's it. That is the foundation for everything else.
And that really brings us to the most important question. This isn't just about memorizing grammar, right? It's about connecting with other people. So how are you going to use this today? What's the first thing you're going to say? Go on, try it out. Use I am or you are in a real conversation and just see what happens.